Welcome back to the stage of history.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
Hello and welcome back to Deja-Review. Once again, we're back and we're actually reviewing a movie that came after the last one, The Mummy Returns. But this movie came out 2 years after the last one, 2001, and get even more lukewarm reviews. I mean, I think this one was pretty negative, to be honest. What was your thoughts? We've just watched it there.
My main problem with that film is one character and one character alone. Other than that,
not bad.
Decent film.
The movie starts this time 5,000 years ago in Thebes, and there's a battle ensuing. It's between The Rock, Dwayne Johnson as the Scorpion King against the forces of Anubis' tribe.
Was it really?
It's all lies, but they're entertaining lies.
I think it was a war or something that lasted 7 years.
7 years it lasted, and it's weird because you see the Scorpion King kicking a lot of butt. And it suddenly cuts and he's lost the battle.
He's lost the war after 7 years, and him and his remaining people are crossing the desert, and we see them all dropping like flies one by one. Until it's Dwayne's still looking like he's made an Angus steak. It sort of calls out to Anubis and sells his soul for power.
One wee lone scorpion comes up out the sand and he thinks, I know what to do with that. He takes one big moof at it and a big oasis just appears out of nowhere.
There was a catch. Scorpion King would be made sort of like an eternal servant for the god Anubis and had his mortal soul ripped away from him.
And the bracelet fell off his arm kind of thing, and the bracelet basically becomes a sacred bracelet of Anubis for donkeys' ears.
Yes,
then
donkeys and donkeys.
Snap, crackle, pop, cuts to Cairo 1933, well a good few years after the last one, because Rick's had a wedding. It cuts to Rick skulking about in the tombs.
Gets the fear, gets a fright.
Turns around in his son's head height.
Nice stool, nothing. This introduces us to Alex O'Connell, a prick.
I'll be up to take a look at that in a minute. In the meantime, I want you to wait for us up there, okay? No! Pick up your stuff and I'll see you up in the temple.
And what should I do?
I think I'll kill you.
He's not likeable.
Oh.
Rick tells him away and play. The boy Alex goes away into a room basically.
Somebody floating up scaffoldings and big pillars and setting up like mouse traps or something.
Well, Rick and Evie are getting into tombs and she is having flashbacks. She's getting visions of what that room looked like
back in the day.
She keeps getting these visions of she's back in ancient times. But she knows how to open these doors. Rick, he's getting the fear. Eventually get into this room with tarantulas in it.
Tarantulas and scorpions.
And they find a box.
We see some guys running up on horses.
Three EastEnders characters.
Two Cockney, one French guy or something. That are looking for the O'Connells. They enter the room where Alex is hiding in. Alex
basically turns into Bart Simpson.
Starts slingshotting Cockneys left and right.
One in the head. One in the rump. The old French bumbler catches the third slingshot, sees him and thinks, right, I'm going to go up there. So he rams his trusty knife right in his gob and goes up the flimsiest set of ladders.
Like a pirate uprising. Well, they've opened the chest, seen the amulet, ancient
bracelet, isn't it?
Yeah.
He who opens it must drink
from the Nile, which means flooding.
So the mercenary runs away. Rick and Evelyn have to escape.
There's a wee callback to the first film here in the library, where all these pillars start domino effect down caused by Alex.
The last pillar ends up coming down just at the moment where Rick and Evelyn have been cornered by the water.
Although he was trying to stop it.
He would have killed them.
They're heading back to London while that journey happens. We are taken to Hamanatra. It's a dig site, an excavation site led by Brian from New Tricks. and the newly reincarnated Hank Cinnamon.
I mean, you get a wee bit of backstory later on, but at this point,
but not enough to explain it.
How it's exactly her in body but not in soul.
Life finds a way.
Anyway, they've somehow found the Book of Death and the Book of Life, and
they've exhumed this sort of crystallised Imhotep.
Before they even actually get him up, a mound of scarabs burst from everywhere.
Start eating people.
Oh, there it is.
Who should appear but the three mercenaries?
They never got the bracelet. Brian is not a happy bunny at all.
It's alright, it's okay.
But they've disclosed the location. They took it back to, was it jolly old London?
And we see that they're living in Downton Abbey.
Fucking big mansion.
The mercenaries are on their way to London. We see them coming back, settling in. Yeah, Rick and Evie are having a bit of...
We'll play mixed with a conversation about we should keep following my visions and go and do this thing. And Rick's like, no, listen, we've got responsibilities here, we'll just hang fire.
Meanwhile, down the stairs for them, Alex has... Well, the chest is opened by itself for him, takes the bracelet out, straps it. This big huge bracelet that fitted on the Rock's wrist like a glove fits on his perfectly as well.
Starts to show him different landmarks.
Giza, pyramids of Giza.
Of Egypt, just crumbs on a trail. Upstairs, the parents just glanced at a pair of knickers hanging out it. They're no mine.
He's not meant to be living there then, no?
I know.
Hey, this is my house.
He's lured someone back. It's a bit sinister. He's brought someone back to the house telling her, I'm this rich millionaire.
And as soon as one mercenary comes near him, he says, we must be in
the wrong house. I only brought this woman here for a pumping.
You see all the mercenaries' cars arriving outside and they're all in there. You first see them coming up to Jonathan, and he's saying, you know, if it's about Johnny, old Johnny money, if you work for Johnny.
I don't know any Johnny.
Yeah. The old Brian from New Tricks always barebacks it.
They think he's a con.
Yeah, Cinnamon walks in with a very poisonous snake.
Tell us where the bracelet is, or we'll let this python loose in you.
And Rick walks in.
Jonathan, I thought I said no more wild parties.
Well, when you're popular.
He gets the snake flung at him, then the fight breaks out.
Guy goes in with a Tommy gun, shooting at thin air.
We're downstairs.
Alex has took the bracelet. Oh no,
he's hid the bracelet.
He's hid the bracelet and he's put some worthless statue in
baseball
the
trophy
chest.
or something.
Meanwhile, more mercenaries pile in,
including this sort of lead heavy
Lochnar,
and he's got 5-6 other dudes with him.
She would have been a goner, but
our Death walks in, who we saw earlier was a spy in this dig site.
He stood at like a sort of thumb there.
Got a sword. We've got a sword and fist fight down below. We established there's a sort of rivalry between Lochnar and our Death.
Not bad for a Magi.
So there's a fist fight and a sword fight down the stairs, a gun fight
upstairs
with Rick and Jonathan in the bathroom. He's under that bath for at least a minute.
He's also no ran it then to hide. They've had a bubble bath ready for earlier.
So they two run away. This guy's still shooting them from all angles. Squibs going on all over. Meanwhile, down the stairs, one of the heavies takes Evelyn.
They've got her in the car, and then Rick and Jonathan, when they escape the house because they were still getting shot at, they see she's getting taken. We've got Rick and Jonathan joined by Alex, and then Rick turns around and sees that our Death's there. You've obviously brought this here.
Oh, this is starting up again.
After our Death produces a picture, it's like, it's probably this guy that was getting taken to.
He was at the excavation site. Alex
notices him, recognises him as the curator of the British Museum. Yeah, Alex has explained that the bracelet, he's wearing it. Okay, that gives us less time than we thought we had.
By putting this on, you have started a chain reaction that could bring about the next apocalypse.
You, lighten up. You, big trouble. You, get in the car.
And on the way there's more about how Imhotep's going to get brought back, but he's the only one who can defeat the Scorpion King and take
control of the Anubis army.
Cuts to the museum, it just cuts straight into about ritual.
Yeah.
They've got the Book of Death. Brian is chanting away into this thing at the top of his lungs. While they arrive outside, Jonathan and Alex, they get told stay in the car, look after the car because they might need to make a quick exit. While Rick and our Death are getting guns, our Death notices that tattoo on Rick's arm.
If I were to say to you, I'm a stranger travelling from the east seeking that which is lost,
then I would reply that I am a stranger traveling from the west. It is I whom you seek.
This explains the tattoo. You're a warrior for God. It's a Magi thing. There's I just got this at the orphanage in Cairo.
This and Evelyn's story are really tacked on. So they go into the museum. They've got Evie strapped to a kind of table, chanting away. Anach's Namun's there as well. She walks in. Evie's got the vision of her back in the day. There's another clue that Evie's somehow connected to what we've seen at the beginning of the first movie. Yep.
After some chanting and her death and Rick getting jumped by a couple of mummies that come out of a wall.
The mummies that come to life in the museum. Anyway, it does burst back to life.
Yep.
Uh-oh, Big Bad Bandaged is back.
And he looks mad.
And he's already like
he's got a
two
set
stages
eyes.
of restoration.
He's got a set eyes, he's got a tongue, you've seen.
If you remember the first movie,
he had to suck Mr. Burns dry before he got eyes and a tongue. But it kind of, the CGI in this movie takes a big step back for the first one. And I don't know if that's just because they had to pile a hell of a lot more in.
I think so. I think it was a case of like, when you've not got enough butter for the toast and you need to spread it. Pass thin.
Imhotep wakes up and asks what year is this? Brian tells him the year of the Scorpion.
We'll just call him Brian, not even his name.
He asks what year is this? It's the year of the Scorpion. They've brought Evelyn there just so he can see her die because
she was part of the reason that Ed died the first time he got brought back to life.
But she is going to die before Rick apparates it.
He just steams away in without anybody noticing and jumps through the fire.
Kills her
clocks a guy in the face, her other shoulder, and runs.
Meanwhile,
and
the Tommy gun
up the top with the Tommy gun, picking off people.
So this all breaks out into a big gunfight. Imhotep's basically standing there getting bullets shot at him again. Bullets still do no harm to him. While this is all breaking out, they open up the chest.
Like found it, it's just a wee statue in it.
It's alright, it's okay.
Christ.
So fuming at that.
Name a fuck's happened here.
The heavy.
The heavy, he's like, I've got an idea.
Imhotep spots Rick. I think he just thinks, sod this, just releases his
That's for a game of soldiers, this guy's bad news.
Releases his
up
demons.
With the vase, out with the high priest or something like that.
It's the same people for the first one who could stretch their mouths. Jonathan and Alex, they hear the screams and Jonathan snaps the key in the ignition. They have to go and get another mode of transport while they all come out. Rick must obviously like Jonathan's dead or something. No one's in the car.
And then a big double-decker bus just weeks round the corner.
And none of them are happy.
Fair enough, but where have you got that?
Where's it get a double-decker?
Just found one parked and some duffers left the keys in it.
That makes the chase more exciting because there's two layers kind of going on. These high priests are a lot more agile.
There is quite cool shots of them like kind of side running, kind of crawling along buildings. A couple of them come into the bus.
One of them gets halved in two. You see the bottom half land in the road. Well,
there's a fight going on the top floor with Rick and Death, and he's getting ragdolled,
swinging about on the poles like a monkey.
It ends up getting taken out of the game by Evelyn, who finds Rick's dropped shotgun.
Rick's still up there with that top mummy
and a chokehold. Pokes its no their eyes in, which doesn't really work until he punches it in the jaw when he sees low bridge. Splattered mummy on this wooden bridge. They're driving away and they get to
Tower Bridge. The London Bridge, is that maybe one? I know. That burned in. They've lost
to a bridge.
They've lost the villains at this point. Out of nowhere, Rick and Evelyn just go at it again. This happens quite a lot. They just
no care for anybody, just there in the back pumping.
Alex is basically, he's done enough of it, his mum and dad.
He walks away to the door and gets off-inched by the heavy. Drove away and then set after the bridge, the drawbridge. He runs away, tries to jump the gap, can't make it. He's just hanging there like a fake nail.
Alex.
Cut to back in Egypt, basically a train, steam locomotive
at Cairo.
Imhotep and Anach's on the moon. They've got Alex there. She leaves Alex in a room with Imhotep with the mask on. He doesn't know he's talking to a mummy. He knows that he can speak ancient Egyptian,
or at least understand it.
So the language switches to English. You hear him talking English for the first time.
Tuwe sudu me sharayut. Isid mu karek. It is you who are the chosen one.
You'll lead us to Amshir, the oasis of Amshir, because he's got the bracelet, you can see where he's going. After that, you know he's going to kill him, but he doesn't mention that. The wee boy, basically, he's having none it. He thinks this is just some guy having a giraffe.
My dad is going to kick your ass.
Fuck you, you little dipshit!
Imhotep does tell him that, oh no, it's not as simple as that. If you don't take us there, it will drain your life force.
You will die.
And you'll be dead. On the train, roughly this is happening, the three mercenaries have brought on a familiar red chest.
With the 5 canopic jars. But where did this come from?
It's one of these sort of clever things that they don't explain in the movie.
You don't need
just
to know it. Basically, we're meant to think when you see that, oh shit, it's that thing for the first movie, we know what's going to happen here.
But where'd you get it?
He can only really kill or get the life force he needs for the people who have opened the chest, so it's a plot point so he can regenerate.
Because they're demanding a higher pay because of what they've had to do to get this thing, get his paid.
She's like, and you go.
And you go and get your pay bills. A bunch of salt explodes or something, a wee smoke signal thing comes out, and then he comes raging forward. Bollock, but basically, because he was all done up in the road, and open a mask.
He's back to
But now he's away through it, giving the fear.
And Axnamun says you need to open the chest, that's what he wants. Idiot Glaikit fella opens it, and then you get this wonky looking shot of him, like Spider-Man. Slips down and sucks the face off of this guy. But then when he turns around, shit.
At this stage of restoration in the first movie, it was really good because it was the actor, but now it's just really bad.
Half a face.
While this has all happened, the O'Connells are arranging passage round about Egypt by means of the Magic Carpet Airways, owned by a former associate of Rick.
Is he?
You
get a big hot air balloon slash dirigible boat.
A gaunt Lenny Henry.
He's a strange character.
He explains a backstory, a mission that went slightly wrong.
He gets shot in the arse.
Yeah, just to set up the dynamic and whatnot.
At this point, our deaths also brought along 12 of his best Magi, and he's also got his best pal Horus the
Falcon, like messenger, and I'll send messages back and forward, and then they'll sort out their men and we'll convene and we'll meet here.
So before they get on, the thing we should say, from the start, Jonathan's been carrying around this kind of what looks like kind of broken sceptre.
Yeah. We don't know where he got it from, but he has it.
It's never really brought up much. It's never kind of thought of until Izzy sees it and thinks,
that's my payment, that's what's going to make me do this. I'll fly you to here if you give me that as payment.
You give me that gold stick there and you can shave my head, wax my legs and use me for a surfboard.
He takes him there, him and Jonathan are scrapping the whole way, basically fighting for this half a sceptre.
Yeah.
He's got all the courage of Billy Mitchell in this. Our death's basically ramming it down their throat that they are meant for this. The tattoo means something, the dreams mean something.
We cut back to the train. Where Alex is just pestering Lochna. You feel for the man.
Are you there yet?
No.
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 Are you there yet?
He's an asshole.
He nearly lands a blow, takes a finger off.
Nearly puts a blade around his own.
No.
Are you there yet?
No.
Are you there yet?
No.
Are you there?
No.
Are you there?
No. What are you talking about?
I was just like, I need to go to the toilet. So he puts him in the toilet. I think he's
filthy looking toilet.
Almost with a lilt of positivity and maybe optimism, is watching. It's like, away you go. In the style of Catch Me If You Can. He escapes to the bottom of a levee.
Meanwhile, on the train and the other carriage where they three were sucked dry, you see them lying on the ground and a full... What's it?
The carriage where they three were sucked dry, you see them all lying on the ground.
You see them all sucked dry.
He's now like basically back to full health essentially.
Saint Anaxnamun will get your soul back.
Yep.
Even though he brings her soul back later on, she's still evil, it's still the same character.
We cut back
to them.
Bugger all happens.
Up and away, my beautiful
She starts having visions.
Because it starts with Imhotep sitting down with Anaxnamun and they're doing some sort of wee ritual thing. This is him bringing back her soul.
And while she's getting...
It's like a simultaneous vision. She was...
Nefertiti, she was the Pharaoh's...
She was
Pharaoh
Seti's daughter.
And you see her fighting with Anaxnamun. I think it's to prove that
they're worthy of what they're doing. So she, Nefertiti, is now charged with being a protector of the bracelet of Anubis. Even back then, Nefertiti has picked up on this wee kind of affair thing. There's a scene of her on this balcony looking out and seeing the moment that transpires at the beginning of the first movie. The fact of it all rushing back and stuff like that, she's thinking, oh god, and she takes a step forward, falls over the edge of this dirigible.
Rick's sitting there but somehow manages to pounce
away and grab her by the ankle and then try and bring her up, but she's still kind of coming in and out of this dream. Flying ship.
This is just madness.
Yeah. The next time we see
Imhotep catches Alex. Basically you see Alex chained up after a while and that's when he's pestering the heavy again. This time he's wanting water.
No ice!
Fuck you.
He's wanting water to build a sandcastle.
Perfect replica of the next point of the destination.
Oh, he's leaving a trail of
left his school tie.
Weird.
Sure enough, they find it. Then we'll just get a montage of finding different clues that have been left. In the same montage, letters getting sent to and from death to the rest of the Magi, and this Falcon gets spotted by Loch Ness.
Enough's enough basically. After a while, the big heavy fines that he's been doing this.
Surprised to see me, leaving breadcrumbs, huh?
While Alex is down there, he's been brought to Imhotep.
Brings him to Imhotep and he's like, relax, anyway, watch this. Waterbending. With this absolutely tragic shot, a CGI blimp floating through a canyon. What were they thinking?
This scene's meant to rival Winston's plane bit for the first one with the sand. I mean, the water in theory works. Some of the CGI is quite pithy.
Everything coupled together just makes it ridiculous. This balloon boat manages to outrun this big tidal wave for a hot minute.
He's getting nitrous strapped to this thing back in 1933. They think they're
safer now because he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you about that, didn't I? And then Jonathan notices this oasis.
The oasis of Amshir. They're found where they want to be thanks to Imhotep pushing them through this canyon 100 times faster than they would have normally went.
I think they're out the woods, but then a big moan again, and then they stall and they start floating down. Boom! How did they completely destroy them?
And then them are wet, never mind dead.
Crash land in the jungle.
Imhotep thinks he's done his bit.
Walks up with his dirty big loincloth and gives away in a pat in the heat.
He should have killed them 100 times over, but they're lying there in this oasis. As he's, what is it, gas, it's not hot air. They leave him. They leave him to die,
basically. They gear up.
Our death sends another note. So they've crash landed basically. They know where they're going though, because they can see. They know the pyramids there.
Panned out sky shot, this wee falcon are flying. Poof! And now the bird's dead and a big grinning face of Loch Ness and our death somehow knows that it was Horus that got shot. And it's just him looking all sad, and
he's saying, I'll need to get back.
Now that the messenger's been taken to the game, I need to get back. I need to send a message, and Rick's like, oh no, we need you. I'll do that.
There's never a doubt in the audience's mind that he's going to leave. So they're going through this thick oasis, as is. They're just going through it at different points, I'm guessing. Because Imhotep and Akhenamun, Alex, and all the
they get
red mercenaries.
A lot of like cages with old skeletons and stuff in them. Napoleon's forces.
A lot of people who never made it. Jonathan and Evie cover our death and Rick. They get in to get Alex back. All of a sudden,
we're reminded that a tiki scare is no fair. Some wee stony gremlin comes to life, and that's when it all kicks off.
They all come to life. It's like monkeys if they were mummified.
Yeah, like
floating about at the speed of raptors.
getting picked off, dragged down into the tall grass.
Alex runs away.
Yeah, he's managed to get away from the heavy that was his nemesis at this point.
So he's going after Alex. Alex is running away. This guy could have cut him about 50 times. I mean, this big, huge heavy is just slicing through bits of shrubbery that they're attacking him.
Rick and Death eventually meet up with the bad guys, and
Rick takes Alex away in the nick of time.
But they get cleaved. Jonathan and Evelyn on Overwatch, tagging people out.
Our Death starts fighting with Lothna.
They have a one-on-one where our Death comes out on top.
He gets a few swipes, one to the face, and then it cuts to a face shot, and he's just fine. He just caves in.
Yep.
He starts.
He's using his magic and whatnot to just basically keep these things away. Evelyn, Rick, and Jonathan, they've met up.
Alex tells them, they think they're kind of safe at this point. Alex tells them that he needs to get this bracelet back before the sunrise, or else he's probably going to get evaporated.
So
and all these wee pygmies are coming again, so they run. Jonathan gets
branched off and meets up with one of the hitmen. I was going to say one of the hitmen, but one of the goons. And they come to this bit. It's I don't know, he calls it like a burial ground or something like that. They'll never come into this, they'll never desecrate their own land like this. And he's like, you sure? Aye. One of them vaults over and then.
My mistake!
There's like three guys
getting to quicksand,
and then it's just Rick with Alex now carrying them because the energy's getting drained from them that quickly, booking it as fast as they can to the pyramid of Amshir.
You see the sunrise exceptionally quick.
Way too fast.
You see, it's quite cool. It gives a cool visual of how much time they've got, I suppose.
Yeah. Make it with a bow here.
Before the top gets, this big huge diamond chest gets lit up. They make it safe and sound. Evelyn and Jonathan come soon afterwards. All is well. Blammo! An Moon comes and rams.
Careful with your next words here.
An Moon comes and rams or something.
Rick ran away. He's shouting and bawling. The boy comes now without the bracelet, and there's that touching moment there of
Evie's dead. Rick's really hurt by this, you can tell.
Jonathan doesn't seem to give a fuck. He's like, oh shite. While they're having that moment, Brian is now at the base of the temple and found the discarded bracelet
of Anubis.
Slaps it on.
Moon and Imhotep wander into the tomb as well.
Walks onto some sort of sigil. Yeah, these two statues that drain the power out of him.
They can rattle
some things for a distance, but that's it. He's just immortal now. He's got no magic. Fair enough.
Which is absolutely pointless though, because they brought him back because he was the only one in his life.
Like, did none of them read?
As soon as he walks in, he's just anybody could send Jonathan in there.
Christ. I suppose it's like, well, I could still do this. You and me. Rule the world. Onion rings. So Rick is now on the warpath.
He's going mental. Jonathan and Alex basically, they think this over. She can't be dead, kind of thing. Yeah. The only way she can be brought back is if they read from the Book of Life.
So they go to find that book where Brian puts his hand in a slot machine. And that sort of summons the army, and the Magi have all gathered at this point, and just this black swarm of shadows just appears in the sand.
Black swarm of gunk.
And they all appear.
I mean, Rick walks into the room with Brian.
And they're having a wee chat, blah blah blah.
He's saying it's released now, there's nothing you can do.
And then something peels the skin right off him.
Not after I get through with him.
His right hand is in fact now cheese.
Rick's has got a battle axe.
It's when the gong's going because Imhotep's trying to summon the Scorpion King.
And there's all this weird flashing images
of the gong is going off, and
well, he's wandering in there. Jonathan
come ahead.
He knows he's never going to win really, but he tries to distract him
so that the boy can read through the book.
He gets stuck at the same bit that Jonathan gets stuck at in the previous movie. Jonathan knows it. He's so pleased that he knows it.
Yeah,
this is
great. Quality. I do quite like the fight scene between Imhotep and Rick.
So Rick's fighting a mortal Imhotep. He has to step over the underworld basically to go and fight him on this big altar.
Yeah, a lot of slow motion shots and stuff.
Him getting kicked about 3/4 of the way around the room.
I know.
They're fighting there. Anaxnamun's fighting Jonathan while Ardeth and his Magi army.
They're wasting through these the Anubis soldiers.
But they're really cool with it. Again, it's kind of dated graphics to put it kindly.
You could definitely tell it was like a case of they had a set budget for graphics and didn't really stop to consider whether or not it would meet demand. They managed to bring Evelyn back. She takes over the fighting.
She knows she
can fight because of her past life.
So Jonathan and...
So they reenact their wee dagger fight. Rick and Imhotep are still fighting. A rock comes out. Can you smell what he's cooking? Fucking hoach him. Look at him. Look at him.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
The actual scorpion bit looks no bad,
but the faces look more.
We got the backstory we were on, but they've wanted to make specifically sure. No, it has to look like the Rock, like really look like the Rock. So it just does look like he's Here Comes the Pain model.
It's alright. I mean, the actual what's going on at this bit's quite cool.
Imhotep covers away. He's like, oh no, I'm your servant. I'm here to serve you. Just don't hurt me.
But
him,
he was sent to kill you.
Yeah.
Rick's obviously going to get overpowered. He gets kind of cornered into this wee bit of the room, almost giving up when he sees this.
Depictions on the wall of the golden scepter and
his
held by a guy with his warrior for God tattoo.
It shows the scepter.
Looks along, opens up, and a big spear, and can be used to kill the scorpion kinds of it. Now I believe.
Jonathan's got this scepter still. Him and Alex run in.
Evelyn sent them off to go and help Rick.
A lot of time wasting with Rick.
The golden stick thing! It's a spear! Really?
Doesn't look like a spear!
No! It's because it opens up into one!
Yes!
All the time spent with him shouting back and forth to each other, he could have been running towards them.
Jonathan eventually manages to open it up.
Him and the boy try to open it up, figure out how to open it up. Well, it's looking like Rick's tease out.
Did you see the impact? What's he doing? No!
Now that they've opened it, he's shouting, throw the spear to him.
Jonathan says, step back, I'm a professional.
It gets caught by Imhotep and he does a lot of swinging and jigging with it. He launches it and we get a big CGI shot.
Rick, stationary, next second, through the air.
Grabbing it.
Meanwhile, while this is happening outside Ardeth, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Ardeth and that have got to pop with another big wave of them.
10 times the size.
They know it's suicide.
So it's like, well, at least we can do is buy them enough time.
Back to the fight. Brian walks in.
Don't know how he stumbled into here and thought, this is the safest way. Gets right in Scorpion King's path and lifts him up and crawls away upside down and...
Save me! Save me! Oh.
It's alright, it's okay.
Rick manages to land the killing blow on
the Scorpion King's got him just about slipping into the underworld, defies the laws of physics.
Through him.
No, he's horizontal.
But definitely some shots you get, it's just like straight through, it would slide away through it. There's that scene where he's got him and there's a couple of seconds just for Imhotep to run in like it's the most ridiculous thing. Just like,
Scorpion King dies, the whole army gets wiped out.
Imhotep fall in this big pit to the underworld. The jungle starts to get sucked into this pyramid. The room's crumbling down. Yeah. They're both hanging, trying to pull themselves
you see a couple
up,
of hands,
but they're trying to get pulled down by these big ghoulies.
Tragic looking.
Which is and it works better than how it did in the first film where they're on the water and you can't really see them. Everyone's there watching Rick try to get up, and I think he can see in her face that she wants to try.
She's going to go for it.
She stands by anyway. Seeing this, Imhotep shouts for Anaxnamun to do the same thing because you know he only resurrected her.
She's a killer.
He's like, nah, and runs away. You can pinpoint the moment his heart shatters into a million pieces. She falls into a river of scarabs.
I know, again, I mean the scarabs have always looked pretty cool, but that shot's just a mush, dude.
There's a moment, it's a good moment for Imhotep, and it almost humanises him, where he looks at Rick and Evelyn. See that?
That's what I
wanted. That's all I was after with me and that. Away I go. Let's just souls of the departed. Come to buggery.
Rolled a bit like a link in there.
They try to escape the temple before it collapses in on itself.
The whole oasis is just getting sucked through the doors of this pyramid. Everybody's dead apart from the protagonist. I mean Alex, you forget he's in this.
I know, arsehole.
Rick says we need to get high ground, it's the only way we're going to live.
They're way up the top next to this big diamond.
Game over, man! It's game over! What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? Maybe we can build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh?
We're absolutely done.
All of a sudden this thing that must not weigh a lot at all is sitting steady as a rock right at the top of this
hurricane. It couldn't have got there without getting tore to buggery, so how it's even here, but it does. Alex up, Evelyn up, and then Jonathan and Rick climb up last.
Jonathan
falls, gets tangled up with his feet in the rigging, and then sees the big diamond and he's like, no, I need that.
Grabs it, bring me up. Before
and there's a wee bit of arguing between him and Izzy about who owns it. At no point at this end of the film, or at any point through the movie, do the parents even acknowledge that Alex has been anything other than a complete bollock
throughout this whole film. Anyway, it ends just as
with a balloon monstrosity.
The CGI, the actual balloon, is terrible.
So we see that our Death's still alive. He's a wee wave to the blunt, and he's just alone in the desert. So like, was he the only Magi that made it? A million horse footprints in this sand, so they've had to do another retakes of this. But we get to overproduced credits.
That's where a lot of the budget went, even though they look like shit, I know. And yeah, that is the end of The Mummy Returns.
Yep.
So overall, this is, I think it's fair to say, this is not as good as its predecessor.
Definitely not as good. It's one of the most tragic cases of a sequel.
I mean, it feels like it's respectful to the first one in the way that it's got the same kind of tone, it's the same direct, but it's just, it goes too far, like that big dirigible floating about in space.
See if the Scorpion King...
That's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, if the Scorpion King had been made with better graphics, it would have looked better, it would have looked more imposing, you'd have believed that threat.
It's a lot more action heavy than the first one. It jumps about a lot more. I mean, everybody in it does a good job, apart from the kid is just so annoying. If you were to say what are the two worst things about The Mummy Returns, you'd probably say the CGI and the kid. The highlights of the movie,
the bus sequence
and the tiki sequence are probably my two favourites.
Definitely. I like the score of this one.
The score is probably better actually than the first one. I suppose the big main thing about this film was that it brought about the Scorpion King, for better or worse. Never really got anywhere. Direct to DVD sequels out the arse.
And then one or two made for TV.
Get that bad.
I know.
Brendan Fraser's still probably the highlight. He's just, I mean, he is a really good protagonist. It's a shame he never got any more work like that.
John Hannah as Jonathan, smartly get that he is, like, he does that part really well, and I really like Rachel Weisz as Evelyn. It upset me then, it upsets me now that she got recast. I think just the chemistry between the three of them
is good.
From the first movie, and Our Death as well.
I think any bits with Imhotep as the kind of decomposed mummy are always fun. When he's back himself quite early on in this movie, you kind of lose a bit of the threat.
He just fell the less of a threat because of that, but I still think he was really good at the part.
I think this kind of was enough for Hollywood to take a break. I mean, the first one they demanded a sequel straight away,
and then they saw it, and I think they thought maybe
too much too
soon that for a wee bit.
Too much too soon. That is The Mummy Returns. We will return, God knows what we will return reviewing, but we will pick something we know. But for now, it's time to say goodnight. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And one more thing.
Good night, Vienna. For fuck's sake, it was very unprofessional. Hello.
Hello, I'm not interrupting him.
I do apologise for this.